everyone, I hope you're all doing well and taking care, and welcome to this brand new Doctor Who video on the channel. So today we have a very exciting announcement to discuss because it has been confirmed that after 12 years away, Doctor Who Confidential is finally returning. This is fantastic news because sadly the original Doctor Who Confidential series was axed back in 2011 alongside Series 6. I believe this was due to basically budget restrictions by the BBC, so the BBC decided they can no longer afford it, so they got rid of it, which it was a huge shame. But now it's been confirmed by the BBC and Russell T Davies that Doctor Who Confidential will be coming back. Russell said the reason he's bringing it back is because over the years he has met so many people who have got into the TV and film industry because of Doctor Who. And that is so true because, especially if you're on Twitter, you probably notice that so many people who are now working in TV started because of their love for Doctor Who. And I am the same with YouTube. The reason I do this stuff, the reason I make YouTube videos is because my love for Doctor Who. And the great thing about Doctor Who Confidential was is it gave you a great insight into how each episode was produced because obviously it's a very long process. There's lots of different people, there's lots of different creatives behind the scenes, there's lots of different departments that make this show possible. And yeah, Doctor Who Confidential just always does a fantastic job at giving us the in and outs of how the show is made. Plus, you get really nice moments between the cast as well, getting to see what they are like as actual people and not just characters in the show. And yeah, it's been very missed since. They have tried to do copycats, like for example in the Peter Capaldi era, we had Doctor Who Extra, and in the Jodie Whittaker era, they uploaded short 10-15 minute videos after each episodes, which were nice, but they were never to the same detail that Doctor Who Confidential was, and that was mostly because of the time. These were only 10-15 minute long episodes, they weren't really proper full episodes. This new series is going to be 30 minutes, which is slightly less than the original 45 minutes, but it's a big improvement and it should still give us a great look into how each episode is going to be made going forward. There is going to be, of course, a bit of a rebrand. It's now going to be called Doctor Who Unleashed, which I think is a cool sounding name. And also, for the first time, it's going to have a presenter because the way the original Doctor Who Confidential series worked is it was just a narrator narrating things behind the scenes. But now we're going to have a presenter. His name is Stephen Powell. I believe he is a very well known BBC Radio presenter and he also works for BBC News as well. I've personally never seen him present anything before, so I can't really say what his presenting style is like and stuff like that. But I'm sure he's very talented and I'm sure he will do a great job. And I do believe this format will work quite well. It could allow for a more personal feeling show, maybe a bit more than Confidential was, because now you have an actual presenter who can visit set and do really insightful interviews. And yeah, I'm just really excited. This will be on BBC Three. It's also nice to see BBC Three getting more Doctor Who content for the first time now since Class. I believe that was back in 2016. So it's nice to see BBC Three getting new Doctor Who content. This is the first time in a while. There is a bit of a debate online what the case is going to be with Disney Plus because in the press release it only mentioned this would be going on BBC Three and then BBC iPlayer as normal. Disney Plus did not get a mention, but hopefully Disney Plus get it so international viewers can enjoy this. It would be a bit of a shame if it was just a UK exclusive. I know in the press release they also mentioned it is, I believe it's funded by BBC Studios. If it's not going on Disney Plus, I'd imagine it's because it's funded by BBC Studios and nothing to do with Disney. Therefore, maybe because Disney isn't funding it, they won't have access. But I feel that's a wrong approach. I feel even if Disney isn't putting money towards it, they should have access to this because they are the home of Doctor Who all around the world now outside of the UK and Ireland. So yeah, I hope it's going on Disney Plus. For now, it's just BBC Three and BBC iPlayer, but hopefully Disney Plus or somewhere. Maybe it'll be uploaded to YouTube or something like that, because I hope international viewers don't lose out on this. I feel that would be a bad decision, in my opinion. Moving on now to talk about some other Doctor Who stuff. And last night was the recording of the Doctor Who 60th anniversary musical concert. If you don't know what this is, it's in the name. It's basically a concert that's in celebration to 60 years of Doctor Who's music. So last night they were recording the event. It's going to be broadcast on Sunday, the 15th of October on BBC Radio. It is just going to be radio only, which is a bit of a shame. Don't get me wrong, I like the radio. It's just, I feel we would get more of a vibe of what the atmosphere was really like if it was being shown on TV, on BBC iPlayer or BBC One, for example, rather than just the audio. But I'm sure it will still be a nice listen, and that will be released on the 15th of October. That is a Sunday in around 2 weeks' time. But last night they were recording the event, and quite a few fans managed to get tickets for it. It was very limited. I believe it was only around 300 seats because it was very small concert hall. But all the feedback I've seen from fans has been very positive. All the showrunners were in attendance. So you had Russell T Davies, Chris Chibnall, and Stephen Moffat, which is nice to see. It's always nice to see the people in charge of Doctor Who, the people making Doctor Who, the showrunners, all together. Also in attendance were Murray Gold and Sugan Akinola, because all their past material was shown at the event, along with classic Doctor Who. But the biggest news was that the audience actually got a sneak peek of the new era. They got to hear the Series 14 theme tune, they got to hear Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor's track, the Doctor theme, and also Ruby Sunday's theme, character theme, the companion theme as well. So I'm very jealous of all the fans in attendance last night, but hopefully we will get to hear that ourselves in the radio broadcast. But all the feedback I've seen has been extremely positive. I've seen a lot of people say that it does sound familiar to kind of Murray Gold's previous styles, but it also feels new and exciting at the same time. And that's what I want. I don't want Murray Gold to just repeat his old material, his old feeling. I want new feeling musical stuff, and that sounds like what we are going to get. I've seen people say the new theme tune is very exciting. I've seen them explain it as a merge between the Series 1 to Series 4 variations of the theme, mixed in with the Series 5 to Series 6 variations of the theme. So it will be interesting to hear what the new theme tune sounds like. That's probably the theme I want to hear the most, because I always like it when we get a new kind of tracking of the Doctor Who theme tune. I've seen people say the new Doctor theme for Ncuti Gatwa is very exciting, it's very upbeat. I've seen people compare it to the 11th Doctor's theme, so it's probably going to be quite in your face, quite loud, but I like that with the 11th Doctor, and I'm sure it will work well here. And a lot of people said it's got a saxophone in it, so yeah, it'll be quite a unique theme as well. And finally, Ruby Sunday's theme, in which people, it's the one I've seen the people say the least about, but I've seen people say it's played on a piano, so it's sounding like it's going to be quite a unique theme if it's just going to be played with the piano. And I've also seen people say that apparently in one of the episodes, Ruby Sunday is going to play her own theme. There is going to be a scene in an episode of Series 14 where Ruby is going to play on the piano, and on the piano she's going to be playing her character's theme. That's a bit timey-wimey, but that's probably going to be the Jinx Musoon episode, because I do remember with filming of episode 2 of Series 14, which is the Jinx Musoon one, there was a day on set where Millie Gibson, who plays Ruby Sunday, was on an attendance with a piano that was labelled as being for Ruby Sunday. So it's probably going to be episode 2 that we're going to hear Ruby Sunday play her theme on a piano, which, yes, will definitely be, as I said, very unique. We also learned as well that Russell T Davies confirmed that the storyline for Ruby Sunday in the new series is going to be an adoption storyline, which has been rumoured for several months now. There was also a big Reddit rumour recently which also had this involved, so if you want to see that, I'll link it above. It was a very interesting leak. I hope it's true because it was a great leak, if I'm honest. Yeah, but yeah. So the storyline for Series 14 with Ruby Sunday is confirmed to be an adoption storyline. My early theory is it's probably going to be to do with Kate Stewart because Kate Stewart in the past has mentioned that she had a daughter that she gave away. We know that Kate Stewart is going to be back for Series 14 alongside Millie Gibson. It just kind of makes sense. But yeah, it sounds like it'll be a kind of like who is the Muller or Fowler type of storyline, which we haven't had for Doctor Who in a while. We haven't had that sort of mysterious who is it kind of storyline. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very intrigued, and hopefully we will get to hear these exclusive soundtracks ourselves when this comes out on Sunday, the 15th of October on BBC Radio. And finally, to wrap up today's video, we might have a potential clue, a potential hint at when the 60th anniversary specials are going to be broadcast. This is because coming out alongside the specials is going to be a novel of each episode, which is quite cool to see because we don't normally see novels for the episodes come out this quickly. So it is nice to see more of a collaboration between the novels and the TV show. Personally, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not much of a reader. I probably should read more, but yeah, I'm just not much of a reader, so I probably won't check these out. But I know a lot of fans really love the books, and I know that as well, the books give the writers opportunity to have more freedom to do what they want because you're not limited by just the TV runtime. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get some interesting stuff from these releases. But what is really interesting though is if you go on the publisher's website, the Australian version, it gives us a release date for the ebooks of each novel. And that might be giving the game away of when the 60th anniversary specials are going to air. At the moment, it's listed that the Starbase will be released on Monday the 13th of November, followed by Wild Blue Yonder the following Monday on Monday the 20th of November, and then finally The Giggle on Monday the 27th of November. Now, those dates are all Mondays, so obviously that's not when the 60th anniversary will actually go out on TV because it's a Monday. That's just, let's be honest, that's not going to happen. But what I could imagine being the case is the Monday is when the ebook version goes out, so the digital version, but it is the day or two before on the Saturday or Sunday that the episodes are actually released on TV. That would make the most sense, meaning we would get the Starbase on Saturday the 11th or Sunday the 12th of November, Wild Blue Yonder, obviously the weekend after that, and then finally The Giggle on Saturday the 25th or Sunday the 26th of November. Obviously, we do have to take this with a big pinch of salt still because it isn't officially coming from the BBC, and this could just be something simple as random placeholder dates or just a mistake or something like that. Or it could be these are the legit release dates for the ebooks and it is giving away the release dates. I would not complain at all if that was the case because I did do a video on this a few weeks back, but personally I would like the 60th anniversary specials to go out over 3 weekends. I know some fans want daily episodes as in starting on 1st to the 23rd and then finishing on Saturday the 25th, which is still a strong possibility, but I just feel we would get more out of it if it was weekly. I prefer Doctor Who at the weekends rather than on a Thursday and a Friday. I'm not really sure if that would work, especially viewing figure wise. And also, it just gives us time to savour the episodes, especially after waiting 13 months now for these specials to go out. I do worry it would feel over way too quickly if it was just out over 72 hours and that was it done. So yeah, I would be happy if it is these release dates and it's going to be over 3 weekends starting on Saturday the 11th or Sunday the 12th of November. But obviously, we will just have to wait and see. But there we go. That is all the latest Doctor Who news in the Whoniverse. Lots to talk about. So please, in the comments below, please give me your own thoughts on this. Please let me know what you think of the concert, if you attended, if you were lucky enough. And also give me any thoughts and theories you may have for the potential air dates of these episodes. And do subscribe because we really are only around a month away now from November, the big 60th anniversary month ahead. And it really is going to be a really thrilling time for us Doctor Who fans in the coming weeks. Thanks all for watching, take care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.